Hey there, and welcome to the fourth and final part of the series on how we built a $100 million e-commerce business. So this fourth and final part, which is secret number 3 of this, because the first video was an introduction. So secret number 3 is what I think is the most important part, most important factor of scaling an e-commerce business today, especially if we're talking about scaling one on Shopify. You've got to ramp your average order value up as high as possible so that you can get traffic and customers for free. So learn exactly how to do that in today's video. Enjoy. So once you understand product polarizing and getting massive social proof, you probably have enough to crush anyone in your market and build a massive e-commerce business. But there's one final secret I'm going to share with you today. It's more powerful than both of the others combined to allow you to quickly build a successful e-commerce brand with Shopify as your core. So make sure to take notes on this one because this is called the order value multiplier. And before I jump into that one, is everyone kind of getting this stuff? Let's see. Andrew says, this is very exciting. Thank you. Cool. Piero says, yes. Benjamin says, yeah. Kathleen says, hell yeah. Let's see. ZZ says, keep going. Eddie says 100% gold. Denim says, yes, very interesting so far. Awesome. More, please. Yep. Love your presentation. All right. Thank you, everybody. This engagement really helps, by the way, because it kind of lets me know I'm not just talking to a blank computer. So this is awesome. I appreciate that. All right, cool. So let's keep going here. So have you ever felt like this about paid ads? This one's kind of a rhetorical question. If you've ever tried running paid ads, it's super frustrating. The tracking is annoying. Figuring out all that kind of stuff is very difficult. It's easy to spend money, hard to make money. You spend and spend and spend, and you end up with nothing to show for it. You're like, well, that was an interesting use of $1,000. I got 2 sales, and I can't tell what worked and what didn't work. You end up with kind of emptier pockets or an emptier business bank account. I totally get it. When I mentioned earlier that when I first started scaling my first e-commerce business, I started off with SEO. SEO was easy back in the day. You just ran software and stuff, and you would rank for things. Buy exact match keyword domains. You would rank for things easy. That all started changing because Google cleaned things up. Then I started running a bunch of Google AdWords, which was good at first when I had a few products. Then I scaled that up to lots of different products. I didn't know what I was doing as far as managing it. I was producing a good amount of sales. I ramped up to about $2 million a year in sales from nothing at like 23 years old. But my expenses and my ad spend, even more so, climbed even faster. And so I ended up basically having $100,000 at 23 years old on my American Express that I had no freaking clue how I was going to pay off. I didn't have the cash flow coming in. I didn't know what ads were working, what wasn't working. I could barely even tell what was selling well, what wasn't selling well. I was just in this pile of mess. And so that was the downside with running a lot of paid ads. It's kind of a double-edged sword. You can grow fast. You can also put yourself in a really bad financial position. So my goal has been, I want a lot of traffic so I can make more sales, but I don't want to lose all my money on paid ads. So I've tried running traffic almost any place you can imagine, and most of it has been a waste of money. Almost all of these, I'd say 9 out of 10 have probably lost money actually. Google AdWords, Facebook and Instagram ads, YouTube ads, display ads, paid email drops, Snapchat ads, Pinterest ads, affiliate promotions, Taboola, TikTok, and more, even probably more ad places that I didn't mention there. And it's easy to turn on paid ads. Everyone's always like, I want more traffic. Getting more traffic is not the problem. Facebook has half of the world on there, whatever, 3 billion people or so. TikTok has over 1 billion users. Google, the search platform, and YouTube both have over 1 billion people that you can access. You can turn that on in minutes. That's not the problem. Getting more traffic is not the problem. Getting the traffic to pay for itself so that it's free to you as a business owner, that's the problem. So I was scratching my head for many years and burning a lot of cash trying to figure this out. Then I ended up hearing this. I can't remember if I was talking to him one-on-one or maybe he was doing a presentation with one of our groups, but he's a friend of mine, good friend, Ezra Firestone. I've known him for years. Great guy, good e-commerce guy. He's just an awesome guy. And so he's spoken at our event many times. We've hung out quite a bit, even done a little jujitsu together. But he mentioned something. He said, 75% of your customers are never coming back because on Shopify, your average repeat purchase rate is about 25%. This means that 1 out of 4 will come back and buy from you if you're selling good products and doing a good job. 3 out of 4, even if they like your products, are never coming back. So what do you do with that? Well, it means you got to try to make the most of every single purchase. Get people to buy as much as possible upfront as you can ethically sell them. So we aimed to increase average order value as high as possible so that we could get customers 100% for free. Because if we pay Facebook, for example, if we pay them $40 and they send us, say, $80 in sales, but our gross profit is 50%, so just forget the sales amount. If we pay Facebook $40 and they give us sales that are worth $40 in gross profit, then we basically got that sale for free. And now we have that free customer that we can remarket to and sell stuff to through email, through SMS. Because they're buying on our Shopify store, we can literally send them physical mail and postcards. We've already got them in our retargeting pixels. And so there's lots of different ways we can reach these customers if we can get as many of them as possible for free. And so these days, I haven't looked in a while actually, but we have well into the hundreds of thousands of customers in our store. It's probably 500,000 or so now. We've sold millions of bags of coffee. And so we've got a big customer base. And it was because we were able to get them for free because we ramped up our average order value as high as possible. So here's how it works. Here's the order value multiplier. First principle, don't ever let a customer just buy one of anything. If they come to you saying, I want 1 bottle of your vitamin D, don't let them buy just 1 bottle of vitamin D. Sell them 2 bottles, 3 bottles, 6 bottles. Sell them a vitamin D plus a vitamin A plus a vitamin K. Don't let them buy just one of anything, because 3 out of 4 of those customers are never coming back. You're never going to see from them again because they're going to get 52 million other ads of people selling vitamin D or whatever product you sell. So that person is probably never going to come back and buy from you. The odds are in favor of that. Even if you're selling good products, even if you're providing good customer service, you're running a good business. But it's just, there's a lot of people advertising out there. And so you got to make the most out of every single purchase. Never let a customer just buy one of anything. On our main landing page, we force people to buy a minimum of 3 units, 3 bags. And so we tested a whole bunch of different options, but we forced them to buy a minimum of 3 bags or 6 bags. And a lot of people take the 6-bag option. Then we try to get them to buy even more stuff. Number 2, sell multi-packs of your main products. A brand that does this very well is called True Classic Tees. If you look at their catalog page on Shopify, there, most people out there, if you look at like probably this company here, Roback, or if you go to any website, Polo or Viore or whatever, they're probably just going to be like, okay, here's 1 black polo. True Classic, and similar to us, we try to sell people multiple units. True Classic, their default at the top will be like 6 t-shirts. Because if they're just selling like a black t-shirt, they realize, they get old, the armpits get stained, they get, torn up, your puppy like ours goes crazy and rips your shirt in half. And so selling 6 of them is not that crazy. And so we do this by selling 3 of a kind. We sell 6 of a kind. We also do this on Amazon as well. We sell multi-packs on Amazon. So sell multi-packs of your main products. Number 3, another way to not let people buy just one of anything is to bundle multiple products together. Give you a little bit of like a advanced tip here. You can create something in your store called a super bundle. This is something that not a lot of people are going to take, but say you sell a bunch of products for $20 each, put them all together, sell them for $200 or $300. Some people are still going to buy that thing. It's crazy. There's some buyers out there for any price you sell. And so you could sell, you see this all the time. There's people that out there that like, I can't think of examples, but they'll be like $1,000 bowl of ice cream or something. And there's some people that will go out there and buy it. Same thing with e-commerce store. If all your products are $20, some people will come there and be like, you got some for $200 or $300? I'll buy it. And so bundle multiple products together. A more normal example is just to take 2 of your most popular products, put those together and get people to buy most of those at once. One of the guys who I think I'll mention here in a little bit, his main offer, he sells some different skincare products. His main offer is multiple of the different skincare products together. So for example, like a moisturizer plus an eye cream plus a hair something or other. And so that's totally fine. So sell multiple of the same thing and then also bundle things together. Then here's where things get really interesting. Ask customers to buy more before they check out. So say you convince them to buy 3 units of your product. Don't just let them check out without buying more stuff. As soon as they say they want to buy 3 of them, ask them if they want to buy 1 more. ask them if they want to buy a complimentary product. Because what you're doing is, the way this works is you just give them a discount. So they get a better price. You're not being obnoxious. You're just kind of like, if you want to keep loading up, we'll keep selling you stuff because we know there's a chance you're never coming back. And so if you buy, say one more, we'll give you $5 off. And so for you, this makes sense because the shipping doesn't end up costing you that much more money if you send another unit in the same order. When shipping costs a lot of money is when you're sending a bunch of single orders out. And so you could argue that it's more environmentally friendly, less shipping transits. It's also, they get a better deal for the customers. You make more profit up front and allows you to cover the cost of your traffic. So ask them to buy more before they check out, before they even get to the point where they can enter their shipping address. Ask them to add more stuff to their cart. Then, while they're on the checkout page, ask them to buy more stuff there also. Say, hey, if you add this extra thing to your cart, maybe you get free shipping. Or, hey, there's this other product that we didn't quite get to show you yet that's super popular with our customers. Add this to your order. So while they're checking out, you're also giving them an opportunity to get more products that they could like and also save more money. Lastly, ask them to buy more after they check out. So there's something that a lot of people are probably familiar with. Some people are maybe not, but it comes from kind of the internet marketing world, but it's been applied to e-commerce, is called a one-click upsell. And so the cool part about this, and it kind of blows my mind actually that Amazon has not put this in place. Just kind of nuts. I mean, they probably make, however many extra billions of dollars a year, but either way, very easy in Shopify. So the same guy, Ezra Firestone, he and his team years ago built a software tool called One-Click Upsell, Zipify One-Click Upsell. There's other tools out there. There's one called Rebuy that also does the same thing, but these are one-click upsell software tools that after the person's already locked in the first order, they enter their credit card, they enter their shipping address, and before they get to the thank you page that says, thank you for your order, see you later, there's a page in the middle that offers them something else. And so a lot of times for us, we'll just offer more of the thing they already bought. This is what Ezra actually recommends. We've tested a lot of different options, and sometimes we do something different, but an easy default option is like, say they're buying your, 3 units of your vitamin D. As your one-click upsell, ask them if they want 3 more units. Now they're stocked up for 6 months. Ask them to buy more after they check out. So that first order is locked in, and now you get them to buy even more before they get to the thank you page. These things all combined ramp up your average order value like crazy, and that allows you to have a higher average order value, higher gross profit per order, and be able to have ultimately a higher lifetime value than any of your competitors. Because lifetime value is the total amount of stuff your customers buy from you over their lifetime. And the biggest component of lifetime value, that it took me a while to realize this, is that first order, because so many of them are never coming back. The first order from a customer is something like 2/3 of the lifetime value you're ever going to get out of all of your customers on average. So this ramps up your lifetime value, and the whole game in scaling a business is the ratio of how much a customer gives you over their life versus how much it costs to acquire the customer. This is how you drive that up. This simple framework alone, the order value multiplier, adds $64,000 in sales per day for us right now versus selling single units. If we were just selling single units, we would be doing $64,000 less per day in sales. You can implement all of these things in your business in less than 10 minutes. For example, here's a couple mastermind members of ours, Eduardo and Denise. Their Shopify sales are up 53% since last year, largely thanks to getting their average order value up. This is another person that I was talking about that sells the face creams. And so he, Henry and his wife, Tracy, they own a business. I literally just talked to him this morning. I've been trying to catch up with him to see how things have been going over the past year. His sales are up 800,000 British pounds, which is the equivalent of about $1 million, $1.02 million since last year. Big part, implementing some of these strategies to ramp up conversion rate and ramp up average order value.